Brown's death was just one of many high-profile police shootings of unarmed black people. The question remains, is America a racist country? Protesters insist Black Lives Matter, and most Americans acknowledge the existence of racism and racial discrimination at the individual level. But does that mean the entire country is racist? Many high-profile politicians, including the vice president and president, are among those insisting the United States is not a racist country. Brown's family and civil rights leaders want to hold the police accountable for his death. And BNC host Aisha Mills joins us now to discuss this. Welcome, Aisha.
Hey, how are you?
Good to have you. I want to start talking about the body camera footage that has yet to be publicly released. There's a national debate brewing over how and when it should be released. Should this be a part of policymaking with regard to police reform?
Absolutely. So first of all, the fact that there's a national debate around whether the footage on body cams that the nation actually had an outcry and demanded that police officers wear is already a problem. Why are they even wearing this footage of what's on them? The thing that is most frustrating to the family and everyone else who's watching this is that you better believe that if Anthony had done something, he was stealing, had he, had a weapon in his possession, had he been in the act of doing anything that looked perhaps nefarious, they would have instantly thrown that video footage out as a way to try to demean his character and somehow justify the violence that went on in his murder. But what's happening now in the withholding of this footage is clearly a cover-up. It's the cops wanting to try to make themselves look good, to try to redact or cross out faces or do whatever they can to limit the amount of footage that demonstrates that they were in the wrong. So, this is all ridiculous. It is all about policy. The purpose of these cops wearing these cameras is so that the people know what actually happened in the middle of an intense situation. And the fact that we still don't know is absolutely a breakdown in policy.
Absolutely. And Aisha, I want to get your thoughts on the broader question. This whole debate that's happening in our country right now, is America a racist country? You've heard what different leaders have to say about it. What are your thoughts?
I think that this entire conversation is an attempt to hijack, bamboozle, hoodwink, distract us from the real conversation that we should be having right now. We are literally running around following a black man who is using Republican talking points to try to distract us and make us have a debate about whether our history is in fact our history. We know the history and the legacy of race in this country. That is not a debate or a talking point. What we need to be discussing, though, are the solutions. And because we've spent a week dealing with this foolish, conversation, we're not really focusing on the Justice for George Floyd Act that's happening in the United States Senate right now. We need to pass this piece of legislation. And even if this legislation doesn't get passed in the month, that we hope that it gets passed in, we still need to demand reforms at the local level. Here's what the legislation would do that we cannot take our eyes off the ball on. One, it would create accountability. We saw Derek Chauvin actually be held accountable for the first time in America. A cop was held accountable for killing a person unlawfully. We need that to be the law. Right now, police officers have immunity. They can't be sued, and for the most part, they haven't been held accountable. That's the first thing that bill would do. It would allow people to sue police officers who harmed them, number one. Number two, the other thing is that it would create overall transparency. A dirty cop should not be able to leave one jurisdiction and go get a job in another jurisdiction without people knowing that he's a dirty cop or she's a dirty cop. Right now, that's the case. Oh, something goes awry, you kind of quit your job, you keep your pension, you go move to the next district, work there and start beating up black people. That shouldn't happen either. This piece of legislation would stop that. There's a variety of other really just horrific, nasty policing tactics that the legislation would also address as well. So I just want to constantly remind us not to fall for the rope-a-dope and get caught up on these like social wedge issue debates that are not really debates, and to focus on the issue at hand, which is how we are going to exercise our power to get change in this country, and what can we do to really get to the structural issues that we need to get through and pass this legislation.
Well, let's talk about those structural issues. Do you think it's something that we can see change fairly quickly, or is this going to take a long time? Let's just say the act does get passed. We know that, as you said, there's also issues at the state and local level. So, how long do you think it would actually take for the system to right itself?
This isn't on the thing about democracy, right? So here's our civics lesson of the day. Democracy doesn't happen. Our democracy doesn't function and change and ebbs and flows. It doesn't just miraculously, with a stroke of a pen, all of a sudden right itself. This is a process, and that's why I say we got to keep our eyes on the ball. Yes, we can have some real immediate change in measures. Number one, we can reallocate funding altogether with regards to policing. We can take money away from these militarized tactics that are coming into our Black communities and killing and gunning down our people. Take that money away and put it towards mental health, put it towards education, put it towards support services and other things. We can do that right away. We can also go in and say, look, we are going to now transparently reveal all of the police officers who have 10 and 20 and 30 complaints against them for their tactics, for their harassment. Derek Chauvin had a rap sheet. We didn't know about it. How is that so?